Yes, it's in the book.
Genocide.
That was like 7 times louder than I thought it was gonna be. Also, to anyone who didn't watch the previous episode,
Why would somebody just start here? This is a terrible starting point.
We're not on episode 69 already, are we?
don't think so. I think that's a while off. Fucking, apparently they didn't get the memo. Okay, so I know that the cafe is around here somewhere, but isn't the grooming place?
It's right there, the brush.
Yeah. Actually, that's a comb, not a brush.
You're right.
Oh my god. You don't comb a dog, by the way.
All right, that's the second time I'm gonna have to leave this recording. So
Back to natural. Was it star that we... Well, I was gonna say was a star that we liked. We didn't like any of them. Was it star that we tolerated?
I don't know. We'll just keep whatever it is. Yeah, good.
Sure, blue's a good color.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not even gonna change on the other screen?
No.
Man, I'm getting a refund. Okay, it's that red building, right?
it is the red building, I believe.
I think it's right over here? You don't really get a good view, do you?
Head to your
yeah, I think it's another alley over.
Once you go into the next alley, I'll point you in the right direction.
Oh, hold on. Is it this one on the left?
That might be it there, yeah.
Lysandre loves the color red! Someone was just yelling.
Okay, you gotta
Hi.
talk to both of these people.
Alright. Today's special is get out of here or else. Oh. Huh.
Today's special is get out of here or else.
Is that how the reaction would be if a police officer walked in? I'm just gonna power up punch because I'm
Yeah, because they're
fairly
using
sure.
their super weapon to murder everyone.
So I think we discussed this before. Pure dark type?
Dark fighting.
Dark fighting.
You previously
wow.
guessed that it was dark and ground.
Yes, because desert.
Yep.
That's a weird noise.
I would recommend having Roserade lead.
Team Flare's fire though, isn't it?
There are some fire types, but there are a lot of dark types still.
Hey, it switched on the other screen.
Oh, it finally looks different?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice. I like that. Also, the password is open sesame.
Wow. Why is she ready to take your order when no one's allowed in the store?
Why didn't they lock the door?
Maybe they did. Maybe you broke in.
I think the door was wide open when I walked in. Whoa. Okay. Okay, yeah, this might be easy. Was I actually part of Team Flare? Or was I just... You're part of Team Flare. Your name is Team Flare Grunt.
She's using that as a defense in court.
Now I know
Alright.
I said. Now I know. I know my legal name is Team Flare Grunt. However,
No, she's a nameless Team Flare grunt.
He said the password in front of the door. Oh wow, it's voice activated. That's fucking dangerous. What if somebody just said words that the program detected to be? Wow, he's right here.
Lysander Labs.
Just standing right in the doorway.
It's just that he's just there. Being.
Welcome. I'm now going to break your neck because I'm 3 times your size. Saving the lives of all is impossible, mostly because I'm killing them right now. Only the chosen ones will obtain a ticket to tomorrow. You're killing them that fast? Oh god. Do you want to have a ticket or do you want to stop me? Show me in battle. I don't understand. Am I supposed to lose to join you, or am I supposed to win to prove I'm good enough to join you? I feel like you need to lay out the parameters for me.
I think if he loses, then he demonstrates to himself that he's not worthy.
Also,
And then he shoots himself?
Then he shoots himself.
also, his hair is like less Pokemon, more Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes, it is. I agree. Also, I'm gonna need a reminder on what fairy is good against again.
It's good against fighting, dark, and dragon.
Okay. Okay, fighting. I would never remember that. That does not make sense to me, but there we go.
It's defensively, it's weak to poison and steel, and offensively, it isn't very effective against fire, steel, poison, and I think one other thing that's not coming to mind.
Pyroar. That sounds
Normal
like
fire.
Normal fire. I will switch. I will switch to Lapras. That seems sensible.
You activated my trap card.
Pot of Greed to get more cards. That's the one I remember.
Pot of Greed to get an non-disclosed amount of cards.
I can't remember if Pot of Greed is still banned or if it's limited now, but you can't have too many Pot of Greeds in your deck because it's too good.
I think I've been told about that. I don't know much about competitive Yu-Gi-Oh! The only Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I played was a GBA game that, although was quite fun, I know it didn't follow the rules of Yu-Gi-Oh! Very closely at all. It had, like, type advantages and shit. It was weird.
I owned one Yu-Gi-Oh! Game, and recently I watched the things that are wrong with the show, seasons 1 through 5 of the original series. Not only are there so many things wrong, but Pot of Greed is used incorrectly like 1,000 times to the show. You either get 3 cards or 5 cards from Pot of Greed in the show, and it switches like per episode.
Wait,
No, I
5 sounds excessive.
Okay, so in Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh!, if they used Pot of Greed and got more than 2 cards, then that's because the rules of the game hadn't been laid out yet.
Yeah, but this was season 1 through 5.
I don't know about that one. Season 2 is where they actually had rules for it, but Pot of Greed from Season 1 onwards, Season 2 onwards, should have only given you 2.
I will not debate this. I barely watched.
I think specifically there was a point where he showed where I think it might have been Kaiba that used it. I don't remember who uses it. They grab like 5 cards.
Might have been card destruction or hand destruction or whatever it is. It's the one where you discard your whole hand and draw 5 cards.
I just missed what Pokemon they're switching to. Shit, I wish that stayed on screen. I'm just gonna pick something good.
But they also use a lot of cards that aren't real through the entire first 5 seasons.
That's true.
Rock Tomb. Yeah, what am I thinking?
Good thing we kept that.
Yep. Otherwise, we'd never beat this Murkrow.
Yeah, and the game I owned was the PlayStation 1 Forbidden Memories game.
Any good?
No, it's it's like a trial and error based game where you have to just know what cards fuse together.
Oh, that's not good.
If you want a good Yu-Gi-Oh game, I would recommend Legacy of the Duelist on most consoles.
I thought you were going to say Legacy of Goku.
If you want a good Dragon Ball game, it's Legacy of the Duelist.
Yes. If you try to stop the ultimate weapon, if you must, explore the lab and have Pokemon battles with all you meet. Don't give me the rules on how to stop your weapon. I'll do it however I damn well please. I will walk to the weapon, and I will turn it off. And he just walks away because we are too small to do anything about it. Got it. No heal.
You don't need to heal yet.
Okay.
Because there is a rest area off to your left, which is pretty quick to access.
Good to know. Oh god, this gimmick.
So you'll have to walk up manually to get there.
Well, at least I already know the puzzle, because they've done this in Pokemon so many times now.
Well, this is the puzzle they know.
I forget. On those lists, Brandon, that you were reading before.
Don't.
Right. Nope, can't. Neither one's a good idea. It's probably got that move where if I drain it, I get hurt. Sure, this Pokemon's good. Right, Brandon. On this list of cutest Pokemon by type, none of them put him down for poison, did they?
No.
He would have been a good pick. I think it's pretty adorable.
I think it's the weird mustache and lips that
Earthquake.
people don't like.
Oh yeah, Earthquake. Good idea. Forgot I had Earthquake on him, actually.
Remember that time where we beat the Psychic Gym and then took longer to get Earthquake on our move list?
Yep. You remember that time 15 minutes ago when I learned Earthquake? Already forgot.
2 days ago, technically, for the
For
audience.
the audience, yeah. For me, it was like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, time zones are weird like that.
Yeah.
I love the idea that that's a time zone thing.
Yep.
Well, we record these on the day that they come out.
Yeah, that's how Let's Plays work.
Fact.
Yep. We have nothing better to do with our lives, but every single day at like 1 p.m., we record it together, and then at 2 p.m. I edit, and at 3 p.m. it goes up.
Yeah.
That is literally the only path you could have taken, by the way, is the warp panel.
Oh. Okay. I just wanted to explore around. And...
It's very linear. There aren't very many places you can explore other than taking the green warp panels.
All right, walk
Unacceptable.
down. No, you will not. Okay. Oh no. If she just stays standing there, I'll never save the world. Let's hope that based on the honor system, she walks away.
You defeated me. I will clear your path.
I mean, I guess I was already told I need to beat everyone, right?
Beat everybody important.
Oh, I should have used the other move. It doesn't matter, it'll still kill. Miracle Seed, extra special attack, Giga Drain on Roserade, like...
Yep.
It's gotta be my single highest damage move. It's gotta be my, oh, Drudagon, oh no!
Keep battling. You've got Dazzling Gleam.
Yes.
Ugh.
It looks better in this than Gen 5, like significantly better. I just still think it looks terrible.
Yeah. It's just bad that we have a Pokemon that actually looks like pretty good across from it too, which makes it worse.
Yeah, I really like how Roserade looks, actually. I think in Gen 4, they did a really good job of taking Roselia, which I already liked, but I didn't really use much, and spicing it up by giving it the first form and third form. I think they did a great job on that. Even if the
Bad
first
choice.
form... Oh... Even if the first form doesn't look much like the second and third form, I'm fine with it.
Yeah, whatever.
The healing area is off to your left, right? There. Yeah, that doorway.
Okay, I will find my way down there. Now, do I actually need to fight everyone?
No.
Oh.
No, you just need to find the scientist with the key to the elevator.
Are you telling me that Lysandre would lie to me?
I mean, it's in his name.
Oh shit,
this
it
isn't the
literally is, isn't it?
I think you do have to talk to them, but
Oh.
Hmm.
I just wanted
I
to
don't
see if I
remember.
could heal, but okay.
like they are here. I'm not sure if they give you anything or if it's just like exposition.
Oh,
What are
I
they
was
wearing?
mistaking them for the lady that ran up to us near the benches to say
that-
something completely
yeah.
random about a legendary Pokemon. We're looking for a really tall guy. You mean like the one guy whose model is taller than everybody else's default model?
Yeah.
Yeah. His relationship to Team Flare is still a mystery.
No, not Lysander, a different guy.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, did you guys not get the holo call thing that he said is going out to every Pokemon trainer ever, where he's like, hey, Team Flare's doing this?
Maybe they're not Pokemon trainers.
Oh, maybe they just like fist fight people?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks for the revives. Were you just gonna give that to the first person who walked in here? Or is it specifically because you know I'm anti Team Flare?
I'm anti criminal.
I assume your goal's the same. Don't do anything reckless, okay? Man, that was a reckless assumption before you handed me a bunch of revives. What if I'm with Team Flare and you just didn't know?
Wait, don't do anything reckless. But first they give you revives, probably because you were gonna do something reckless.
I love the idea that I use an antidote and I turn red and they realize I'm part of Team Flare. I was just poisoned.
Oh, you made it to the heal.
That was fairly
And I
easy.
don't think either of these Team Flare grunts in here will battle you, so you can just interact with one of the beds and you'll heal.
Okay, I want to interact with that empty potted plant pot, though.
It's empty.
Oh, shit. The game really threw me
Hey, there's a switch
curveball
under
there.
the pot.
Oh,
Will you press it?
I'm not doing that shit. They better never put that in another Pokemon game, I swear to God. Did they take that out of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, by the way?
Nope.
Is it straight up the same puzzle?
No, they adjusted it slightly, so because there are like 2 colored trash cans, and each switch is around that area of each trash can.
Okay,
I think
that's...
it basically just removes 2 cans from the puzzle.
Okay, that's slightly better. For anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, in Gen 1, the Electric Gym, the puzzle in the Electric Gym was just terrible. In fact, in Gen 1, it wasn't even programmed correctly. In Gen 1, it's supposed to be, there's like a grid of trash bins. You click a random trash bin, it'll be like, there's a lever. And then the next one will be adjacent to it, although they don't tell you that. And you just pick a random one and hope it's the right one, and if it's not the right one, it resets, and you gotta pick a random one again and just keep going until you get it right. And it sounds horrible, but realistically, I've timed it a bunch of times because of my runs, and it takes like a dead maximum of 2 minutes. I've never had it take longer than 3 or 4, and that was an extraordinarily unlucky attempt. Usually it takes a minute or less, it just feels stupid because it is stupid. But there's also, it's programmed wrong in Gen 1. So if you know that it's programmed wrong, it's easier. If you don't know it's programmed wrong, it's longer. So maybe it takes longer than that.
I think Venoshock will do more damage here because it's stab.
Ah. I don't think it'll one-shot though, will it? Almost.
Yeah,
This'll
Houndoom's
hurt.
not very defensive, so it would have worked fine.
Good to know. Yeah, it's programmed wrong in Gen 1, so just a pro tip. If you want to do that puzzle easier, every time you find the first switch in Gen 1, just check the top left trash bin next. It doesn't matter if the top left trash bin is obviously not, next to whatever you're picking. It has an exactly 50% chance of being the correct one every single time, because they just fucked up.
Talonflame has flying moves.
Yeah, let's use that. Sorry, I was just trying to remember. Toxicroak, fighting, and poison. I was trying to remember my list of moves and what I should be using. I was gonna say Fairy at first, but no, that would be neutral?
It would be neutral, yeah. Also,
Okay.
to correct myself from earlier, Dazzling Gleam actually would have done more because it's 80 base power, and Venoshock, I didn't remember if it was 60 power or 50, but thinking about it some more, I think it is 50, so Dazzling Gleam would have been 5 points stronger.
See, you remember this better than I do. I thought Venoshock was 65.
I could be wrong.
I'll double check it, because I guess there's no harm. Hydro Pump. I like it. We're probably going to want it more than Brian, I think.
Venoshock is 65.
65? Okay, so then it was stronger.
Okay. Do we replace Brian with Hydro Pump? There's the question.
I don't know.
I'm iffy on that. Brian's accurate.
And if Hydro Pump takes... if you had both Brine and Hydro Pump, what if? Then Hydro Pump could potentially land the first hit, and then Brine can finish it off reliably, but...
Yeah.
I don't know how often that would be. Yeah.
That's why I was thinking we take Hydro Pump, because Surf's 100% accurate anyway. Hydro Pump's just stronger.
Sure. I don't think it matters much either way. I don't think we're going to ever run into a problem where you really need one or the other. But
Where it's like, if only we had just that much stronger or more accurate of a water type move.
yeah, I don't think we need the extra power too bad, but I'll take it. Right, so I don't know which way I'm going, obviously.
Yeah, at this
I'm
point,
not
it's
very
trial and
familiar with
error.
this. Yeah. Okay, well, that's the only
Okay,
choice. Hey, this looks correct.
She turned right at the perfect moment.
Okay, this definitely looks like the correct way.
Is that the fossil?
Wow, they're very
gen
confused.
Fossil?
Is it?
I don't know.
Don't we already have a fossil revived?
Oh,
Yeah.
we do. We've
Yeah,
I think it's just a rock.
maybe.
Oh no.
That's not that bad.
You've got health to heal.
I do. I could just Giga Drain and see what happens. It'll probably do a shitload of damage. Oh my god. Wow.
Manectric's a little bit like Electric Hountain Doom, where it's strong but not very defensive.
Good to know. Oh, Drapion, I always forget the type of this. Grounded.
Poison Dark,
Poison Dark. I always want to say it's ground for some reason.
Dig or Earthquake will be fine.
Dig or Earthquake. I will use Street Sharks to do more.
You also do resist Poison and Dark moves as a result.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be a Scorpion?
Yep.
I can't see it as anything but something that the Smithy would make in Super Mario RPG. What was the subtitle of that game? 7 Star or something?
Legend of the Seven Stars.
Legend of the 7 Stars. Like, legitimately, it's got the mustache and everything. Like, it doesn't even look like a Pokemon to me. It just straight up looks like something from Super Mario RPG, which is a fantastic game, by the way. And not an insult on the design. I like how it looks, because I like the design of enemies in that game. I almost said Pokemon in that game. However, it doesn't look like a fucking Pokemon to me. It's just something. It's some kind of weird toy the Smithy made. I forget, all the creations of the Smithy are supposed to look like weapons, right?
Yep.
Like, vaguely, like, one's a bow and arrow, I remember that.
You had Mac, who was a knife. There was Bowyer, Yuridovich, which I think is just Russian for spear.
Yeah, I remember...
There's the Axum Rangers, which were rad.
Yes, the Axum Rangers were rad. I remember that the whole forest where you had to fight the bow dude, the music in there rocked. Like, every song... Yeah! That game was full of great music. Wonder how many people nowadays watching the channel have never played or seen that game just because it's a little before their time.
Well, it wasn't before my time, but I never fully played.
So we got a lot of people who watch the show now that are like 14, 16 years old. You know, like we have a lot of high school students now, which we didn't have a ton of them before the Pokemon stuff. Like, we obviously had some, but mainly it was like 25-year-olds. Now we have a lot of teenagers as well. Modern teenagers, like, let's say you're 16 years old right now. You would have been born in, 2004. You probably didn't grow up with an SNES, right? If you're, like, 16-ish?
No.
I mean, I grew up with stuff older than I am, in fairness. I was not alive in 1985, but I did grow up with an NES, because it was in the house.
But I mean, that's significantly older than them.
Yeah, like, that's 7... The NES is 7 years older than I am, but I still grew up on it and still play NES games a lot. We need energy absorbed from Pokemon to power the device. When are you guys gonna start learning that this is not an efficient way to power your power plants? Don't run them off of Pokemon. It never seems to work out. Like, I know we've talked earlier in this Let's Play about how we've confirmed that electrodes work for running a power plant, but it never seems to work in the long run, does it?
Well, no, they're too faulty. Sometimes
The
they just
ultimate weapon
explode.
was used to end a horrible war over 3,000 years ago. Was this, like, mutually assured destruction?
Was it this game that started the whole, like, there was a big, huge calamity a million years ago thing?
This is the first time I've heard of it, because it was only in the translation, like the English translation of Gen 1, where Serge mentioned there was a war.
Yeah, but I mean, like, there's like a theme that continues after this where they talk about
The war.
Yeah.
the war or like a history of something horrible happening.
Yeah, this is like the first war I can remember there being in the lore.
Because I remember vaguely there was like a guy. Oh,
All
geez.
right, and that's the end of that thought.
Yeah, but I don't remember like almost anything about him. He was in one of the Pokemon games. He was like this ancient guy, I think.
If you look up AZ, that's gonna be the guy you're talking about.
AZ?
Like the letters AZ.
Yeah. That guy.
We'll get into him in a little bit. He's at the end of this laboratory.
Oh, I'm guessing we're talking about the tall hobo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because he's got to come back soon, right? Like, there can't be a ton of plot left in the game if we beat 7 gyms.
Yeah. He's coming back pretty soon.
Okay. As long as I'm not like insane.
Yeah.
Okay. And I didn't even think he was in this game. I thought it was a different game.
On the next episode, everybody, I don't know where to go next. Until next time, have a nice day.
See ya.
Bye.